Coaching is challenging. Coaching is easy. Coaches barely make enough income to survive. Coaches make 6, 7, or in some cases 8-figure incomes and live dream lifestyles. So which one is true? There is a lot of conflicting information out there about the coaching profession. And as a professional coach, this is a topic that I'm very passionate about. This is an area where I came into the profession having completely wrong preconceived notions about the income level and what is possible. And I have now, over the 6 years in this business, learned so much about what is true and what is entirely up to you. So, if you are a coach or thinking about going into the coaching profession, which is, by the way, a fantastic profession, and you are wondering about these things, this video is for you. Hi there, I'm Farnoosh Brock. This is the Mindset Mastery channel, and this video was inspired by my good friend Dan Miller, who is a very successful, established author and coach. Dan published a piece on LinkedIn about the average income of coaches in the US, and I believe it's around $40,000, $45,000 per year. This is a statistic that I've seen in the past. And that's what you see when you are researching the web and thinking about going into the profession. They have these numbers for every industry. But here is where it gets really interesting. That number is just a number. Whether that number, 40,000 per year as a coach, applies to you is entirely up to you. So when I came into the profession, I remember hearing from a lot of coaches who were probably around that income level and had been in the profession for a long time, telling me this is such a difficult profession. It's so hard to get clients. It's so hard to keep clients. You can't charge more than such and such. It's so hard, so hard, so hard. And it was this message of constant struggle, and yet they were in it because they believe in what they are doing. They are passionate about it. They have a mission, and so they have accepted that struggle as truth, as fact, and they are still enjoying their profession. Now, I wasn't thrilled to hear this news. I wanted to speak my truth, to live my mission, to help people, to be a fantastic coach, but also to make a lot of money. Now that's true for me. That is my truth, which I am so boldly admitting here, but that may not be true for you. So the first question is whether income even matters to you. And this may sound ridiculous, but hear me out. Some people come into this being very established in their lives as far as their income and financials go. Maybe they have a partner who supports them. Maybe they're just well off. And they are at a stage in life where they want to give. They want to help. And coaching is a fantastic way to do that. And that's great. So income and building wealth isn't a priority for them. And this is really important to ask yourself, right? Is that a priority for you? Is that important to you? There is nothing wrong with wanting wealth, wanting to build a very wealthy life for yourself. So if you have conflict and doubt about that, we need to address that in another video. But let's just say that you are here to be a fabulous coach, to serve your community and your world through your coaching, and also to make a lot of money doing it. And of course, a lot of money is in itself relative. What does that look like for you? Maybe $100,000 is a lot of money and it serves your purpose and your lifestyle just fine. And that's great. Maybe you want to make 7 figures coaching, and that's not even a lot of money for you. So that's just your business, right? Those are all your preferences. And being able to express them and to give yourself permission to be okay with that is the first step, right? Because a lot of us have this guilt about wanting to make a lot of money. And really, I need to make another video on that because this is going to be digressing. But suffice it to say that you are creating that guilt. You're putting it onto yourself, and just as easily you can remove it and you can be perfectly fine declaring, I am going to be a professional coach. I want to make $500,000 a year. Now, here is where it gets really interesting about the coaching profession. I know coaches who make below average income, way below $40,000, and most of them are not very happy about it, but they have accepted that. And then I know coaches that, as it goes up somewhere, fall along between the 40 and the 100K. And then I know coaches who make well into six figures and a couple who make in seven figures. Now, these are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. There's nothing special about them that isn't true also for you. But here is what they believe about themselves. Are you ready? They believe their work is worth that much. And there are people, clients out there willing to pay those prices. Gladly willing to pay those prices. Now that is their paradigm, and they chose it. They intentionally chose to believe they don't belong to this 40,000 and below category. They belong to this below, well into the six figures or seven figure category. It is as simple as that as far as the beginning step, in that you need to decide what is important to you, what you want to make happen for you. Okay? Because this profession is one where it supports the 40,000 a year coach and the 8-figure a year coach. It's still coaching. It's still the same work, but it delivers different results. It starts by creating a different paradigm in the client. It starts by the coach believing that their work is worth that much, that their client is able to see a return on an investment in coaching anywhere from $50,000 a year to $100,000 a year to $1 million a year. I know one coach who has one client who pays that much. So part of it is all about how you think about your capabilities and how big you are allowing that to be. If you come into this profession believing the statistics and the stories, let's say, that you hear from other coaches, and you come in with that limited mindset of what's possible for you, it's impossible for you to create more than that because you believe this much. You cannot create bigger than what you believe. And I know I've created videos on this. I'll try to link a couple of videos down below. But if you come into this profession believing your unique person can bring forth a gift worth at levels of income way above that, and that you are going to figure out what it takes to get there, then we're talking an entirely different realm of possibilities for you. And it starts with you. You make this decision. The market doesn't make the decision. The market has already proved that there is demand and it will bear those outrageous investment levels of some coaches. So it's already been proven. You need to decide for yourself where you fall in this spectrum and then go about making it happen. Now, I'm not talking just about theory or using other people's examples. I have walked this path. I started charging, $80 an hour with my first accidental client many years ago. And now I am well into the six figures and I plan to continue growing. As long as I feel my work is delivering the value and beyond what my clients are investing, and I have enough proof and fact to believe that for myself, for me, it's important that my clients agree with that and that I'm not creating this whole story for myself in a vacuum, and I'm not. Then I continue to raise the bar and I continue to raise my own game. So, if you're interested in the coaching profession or you're already a coach, but you are not quite delighted about the income that you're bringing in, revisit your paradigm. Think about what it is that's possible for you. What's been possible is behind you. What could be possible is ahead of you. And you can choose a different new paradigm, a different new belief system, and then close the gap between where you are as a coach today, what needs to happen for you to be that professional, high-level coach, and demand and get those prices. So, I hope that this was inspiring to you. I hope that you can begin to look at yourself in a new light, because that is where it all starts. And then you do the work that you need to close the gap. I will talk to you on the next video. Make sure to leave comments below to tell me your thoughts. Bye.